guys, thanks for joining me at I Think I'm Gonna Uke. My name's Tony, and this is lesson 3 of Introduction to Fingerstyle. In these introduction lessons, I'm teaching fundamental techniques that you need to really get started playing fingerstyle. So if you want to play fingerstyle, go grab your uke, tune it up, and I think we're gonna uke. The fingerstyle technique we're gonna learn in this lesson is, on one hand, it's very simple, but on the other hand, it is a little bit intricate. There are some details, but I'm gonna walk you through everything. So now, if you haven't watched the previous lessons, you may want to watch those first and then come back to this video. So in the previous lessons, I introduced some fundamentals and also gave some practice exercises that I think would be really helpful to go through first before trying to tackle the plucking techniques we're going to cover in this lesson. Now, we've already learned rolls and bass string plucking techniques in previous lessons, so now we're going to learn a new technique called cross picking, which is usually used when you're playing chord melodies. Now, by chord melodies, I mean when you strum a chord, but you pluck the notes of the melody in between strumming the chord. Now, when we're strumming, our hand is always moving up and down. So you have to be able to pluck the strings during your strum while your hand's moving up and down. So cross picking, it allows you to pluck the individual notes during your strum so you can play fingerstyle chord melodies. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to cross pick, and I'll use a common notation that you've probably already seen in ukulele tablature. So one of the basic ways to solve this problem of playing chord melodies, because you're strumming and you want to play the melody, you want to play the notes, is simply using your thumb to pluck on the down strum and using your first finger to pluck on the up strum, like this. So let's start off using this 2-finger technique. We're going to use our thumb and our first finger, and then in just a minute I want to show you a slightly more intricate fingering technique. If you're enjoying this lesson and you'd love to learn how to play the ukulele, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, just to use a common naming convention, I'll refer to the bottom E string as string number 1 and the top G string as string number 4. Now, I don't want to confuse you with this naming convention. It's totally different than ukulele tablature, which tells you which number of the fret to play. So this is different than that. This is just for numbering the strings. So from the bottom to the top, we have strings 1, 2, 3, 4. So notation-wise, let's try plucking this pattern of 1, 4, 1, 4. All right, let's start off using our first finger to pluck up on that first string and use our thumb to pluck down on the 4th string. In the notation, thumb will be marked with the letter T, our first finger will be indicated with the letter I for index, and M is for our middle finger, R is for our ring finger. Now, if you search online for tablature sheet music, you'll probably see the same notation, so now you'll know what they're talking about. Now let's keep playing this pattern to kind of get a good feel of it. It should sound smooth and rhythmic, but I want you to get a good feeling of the syncopated rhythm here using this 2-finger technique. If you're comfortable with this exercise, try adjusting the tempo a little faster, and then a little slower. See if you can control your fingers to slowly go faster and then slowly get slower. Also try to adjust the pressure from a very light, soft touch and get a little bit louder, a little bit stronger, and then back to a very soft touch. See if you can adjust the attack on the strings to just very light, very soft, and then increase it to very strong. So cross-picking gives a different melodic sound and feeling than just simple ascending or descending notes like you have with a forward roll or a backward roll. When you cross-pick, you can really accentuate a lot of the sound. Something like that. We're just using a 2-finger technique, just strumming 2 strings really, but you can make a lot of beautiful sound out of your ukulele. I hope your hands and your fingers are feeling comfortable with these exercises. If you are having trouble with this, just let me know. Just hit me up in the comments below, and then I can kind of help and give you some suggestions. All right, we're going to move on to a slightly more intricate technique using all 4 fingers. Now, for some of you watching this video, you might have some hand or joint pain or arthritis or something like that. If you do, then you might find sticking with a 2-finger technique a bit more comfortable, and you can just follow along through this next exercise, but just using your 2 fingers. All right, let's place our fingers in the proper fingerstyle positioning, and we're going to try that same 1-4-1-4 pattern, but this time we're using our thumb and our 3rd finger to play the 1-4, 1-4. Now we're going to try a little bit trickier pattern of 4-2-3-1. So we're using our thumb, middle, index, ring. Thumb, middle, index, ring. Now to make it a little bit more interesting, you can hold a chord shape, like maybe a G major or something, and play that same pattern. And then change it maybe to a C. And then back to G. Now this pattern, it may feel a little bit awkward at first, but keep practicing this pattern of 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. See if you can slowly increase the tempo. Right now, I don't want you to get too wrapped up in memorizing different patterns, because really playing music, after all, is supposed to be very artistic, very expressive. I'm just using these patterns as exercises, really to get your fingers to move independently. I mean, really, for most people, it takes a long time to get your ring finger to move independently from your pinky. So don't worry, it takes a long time to really kind of get this down. It's a good workout for your fingers, but you'll get it. Keep trying to play this cross-picking pattern of 4-2-3-1. This is a great exercise to get your fingers loose, get them moving. Eventually you can play it quick enough where you can play it with an 8-count beat. So it'll be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which is really, it fits any common time, any 4/4 time song. You can play this finger picking pattern in a lot of stuff. So let me know in the comments below what song you pick and what do you think it fits really well with. Well, that's it for the lesson. I hope you learned something. If you did, do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on upcoming videos. And if you did find a song that this pattern works for, let me know in the comments below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Until next time, have fun playing.